Jim Krenn, no restrictions on the Pittsburgh Current Podcast Network, and I am so excited for this podcast today. My sidekick, Sirity, isn't here. She had a family thing, and she's so upset she couldn't make it. And, of course, the beautiful Rob Rogers will be taking her place today. Huh?
Thank you, Jim.
Beautiful, talented Rob Rogers there, and Larry Richert to my left here.
Jimmy Krenn.
And we are so honored to be at Sarris, which is the legendary, iconic candy of Pittsburgh, made in Canonsburg. I've got the tour of the place. It's amazing. It's just such a quality family business, and we are honored to be part of Sarris. Sarris taking us in for the Yinzer Candy Bars that we launched last week, and we're excited about those candy bars that the Dick Roberts, he hides in the back. Dick Roberts doesn't like to be seen. I don't know why. I think he's probably committed crimes we don't know about.
I think he's like,
and he doesn't want to be seen because he never wants on camera.
Like from
Charlie's witness
Angels.
protection.
I think he's hiding from the law. Dick's like, if they show me,
You just hear a voice in the background.
yes.
And, Hello,
He's the
Angels.
brains to the
That's
whole,
how he addresses
he's the brains
us.
to the whole outfits. We're like puppets. He's like the genius.
That's right. It's
We
all
don't
his
do
idea.
anything.
Full
We goof
disclosure, though, Jim, the Sarris Candy Bars are made by Sarris, not by me, because I did it on the job once here where I made cherry cordials.
Oh,
Here?
I heard about
Right
it.
here.
Yes,
Yeah.
they.
Do
it
you
was-
remember
it was
the
called
old
it was
Lucy
called
thing?
Yeah.
cherry
Oh, yeah.
cordial dilemma. They called it back
All
then.
the women I was working with left me.
Yeah, they're trying to
And then they
recover
sped
from
up the conveyor belt,
Just
and I
like
couldn't
Lucy,
keep. But
yeah.
yes,
Larry's not even allowed on the tour anymore.
I'm banned from going backstage.
so we are so excited about our candy bars.
Here, you want me to?
With
No.
Sarris Candy Bars, which is, like I said, it is a legendary family-owned candy maker and chocolate maker. And they also make the best ice cream, too, incredible ice cream. And I wanted
That's
everyone to
cool.
know that I'm going to be 350 pounds in a year because now I'm addicted to their chocolate again and ice cream.
That's
So,
like a
lost
hat
65,
trick
gained 100.
gift
Which
pack.
design do you like best to eat when
when
you're eating your 300 pounds of chocolate?
Well, my ego, I like the Immaculate Confection.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
Bill
Because, you know,
Sarris
that was your-
says
that was
those
your-
are flying
that was your
off the
brilliant
shelves.
idea.
Yeah, it was.
What's that?
Bill Sarris said the Immaculate Confection is flying off the shelf.
Flying off the shelves, just like the football.
I
flew off
I
the-
get one good idea a year, and I don't know where it comes from.
Nailed it.
One a year, but this is our hard work. If you want everyone, so how do you guys do it? Well, Dick has an office. It's like a palatial kind of like hipster office with like all these
Yeah.
big cushy
that
chairs
right?
and everything. And
Hipster?
yeah, I think so. It's cool,
Yeah.
and it's got like the sofas and everything, and
It's
the
one of
city
those
view.
modern offices where people sit at tables and on
Yeah,
couches and
right.
with their laptops.
There's a sushi chef there.
Yeah,
That's
a
impressive.
coffee bar,
A soup
yeah,
bar,
very nice, very cool.
view of the city out to the side, a little
Yeah,
picnic
exposed
area.
brick,
Yeah, they
all
roast the
that.
pig every week. It's great. It's
place
amazing.
is huge.
But we go there, and we were sitting there. We're doing our work, which is me laying on a sofa napping, and I don't know what happened. I just jumped up and said Immaculate Confection.
Yeah,
that
well,
was it.
no. Here's how it happened. You said, "Is confection the same as candy?"
Yes.
And we all looked at each other and said, "Yeah,
Uh-huh,
yeah.
uh-huh.
Why?" And he said, "Immaculate Confection."
Boom.
That's a true story.
Huh?
That is
There
true
you
story.
go.
Yeah.
That's how.
Yeah, no,
that's
that
how.
was
It,
great.
that's
That
the
was great.
magic.
There's
and,
my
and
script.
Rob is the greatest artist in the world, as everyone knows, and goes and just does his thing. We have the weirdest jobs, huh, Larry? Like think about our jobs, like, man, as a comedian, writer, and stuff. My mother thinks I'm a drug dealer. Because she goes, he doesn't go to work. There's no job. He sits in his place, but he makes money. Where did you get that money? I said, well, Mom, I did a show.
Yeah.
They pay you to do
What
talk.
kind of show you do?
Yeah, they pay me to talk. She said, I don't pay you that much. I go, yeah, they do. It's like they do.
The difference between you and Rob is a great artist. He paints pictures, images with his hands. You paint pictures with your tongue.
I like that, Larry. I like where you're going there. You. And Larry.
See, I just made an image in my head
I
again
did.
of
I
him
know.
with
It
the
was-
painting with his tongue.
just
and
scared
that-
me a
it
little
just-
bit.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
Yeah, Jimmy and I didn't touch any of these Yinzer bars
With my tongue.
physically. I love that hat trick gift pack.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Now I'm thinking as a corporate gift.
Oh, I like.
Oh,
I like
That'd
where
be
you're at.
different?
I like where you're going
Yeah.
at here.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Corporations could give these to clients and
See, Larry knows
Employees.
he knows how to sell, Rob. See, Larry's going to figure it out. We're
Sarris.
going to have our own Yinzer yacht. Next year, down a point. Okay, where Yin's going? Going down to Yinzer yacht. Larry,
Yinzer Yacht again.
Larry,
Why not?
Jimmy and Rob have it, and it's the guy no one sees, Dick Roberts.
Yeah, right. He'd be
Well,
he'd be the pilot.
He's the
Wait a
pilot.
minute.
He got a big Yinzer yacht. It's actually a hospital.
A hospital.
That's a Pittsburgh
and
yacht.
it's
There
parked
are-
downtown near the point.
2-decker hospital.
Yeah.
There are so
Third the
many
size of a
ways. People now, they have Zimeo and all these ways you can flip
Right.
money to other people.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I want to establish the Yinzer card, be like a MasterCard, but it takes money out of someone else's account.
I love it. I love it. We're always thinking there, man. All right, let's
What's in Yin's wallet?
what's in Yinzer wallet? And we have the Yinzer cards available also.
By the
Oh,
way,
yeah. This is how we started. Yeah,
That's
the
how
cards.
it all started with the cards.
Well, here,
available
you
at
can-
Pittsburgh area market
hold the
district
Halloween
stores,
Yeah. Okay.
select Giant Eagles, but soon all Pittsburgh area locations, 7 Lori's Hallmarks locations, but there are more Hallmarks on the way.
Yes.
The gift shop at the Heinz History Center, Hall of Cards in the Lebanon shops in Mount Lebanon. John and Suzette, thank you. Apparently, they're like the king of cards and queen.
Yes. And
And
most of our
Ambridge
Yinzer-
Do It Best Home Center in Beaver County
and
is
Yinzer bars.
handling our
Yinzer
cards
chocolate
and
bars.
chocolates.
Chocolates also. And here's our Halloween card that we came up with. I do this bit in my act about Pittsburgh ghosts, guy in my house or whatever. So we just kind of like twisted off that with booing at, get at. Here you go. So
Yeah, that's
check it out. Check it out.
Happy,
Happy
Yinzer,
Yinzer Halloween. So it's all unique. It's funny. I think we're lucky, guys. We're all buddies. We've been friends for years, actually. And how this all started, it was kind of fun. Dick Roberts, about, I don't know, a year and a half or so ago, I was at Larry's Spaghetti Breakfast.
Yeah.
And,
And he says to me, because I've known Dick for many years, he said, "Hey, I want to meet Jimmy Krenn." I'm like, he's not
Why
really
would you wanna do
approachable.
that?
Yeah.
cost money. And I said, yeah, for $25 I can maybe.
So I introduced him to Jimmy, and then it was kind of like watching Adam smash.
I like
Something
that.
big was going to happen.
Something big was happening.
big, I
Larry
could
and I
tell.
were trying. We'd meet for coffee and kind of come up with business ideas for like 2 years. We had dry cleaner at one point. That didn't work.
But
We
we
had a- we had
realized
some-
wait. What was the dry cleaner business? I
It was,
gotta hear
it was a
this.
Richard Crenn dry cleaner. Anything we
missed
slap
that.
our
Just
name on it.
straight
We
dry
had everything.
cleaner.
We had a cigar shop. We had a dry cleaner.
we also tried
had-
a storage
we
company.
had a car wash.
Jimmy and Larry's lockers.
Yeah.
That didn't go over either.
The storage company. And we
Larry's lockers.
Larry
I like
and
that,
Jimmy's lock.
yeah.
But it would last about a week, and so Larry and I, we put this. We said, all right, let's do the Yinzer card thing. So I don't know what happened, and it was like I
Let's
grew
be
up,
honest. Our artwork wasn't as good as Rob's.
I tried. I had stick figures, didn't make it.
It
But-
just didn't look good.
But we wrote up these cards. I don't know what happened. I lit up a cigar that day. Dick, we used to do Yinzer cards or something. I don't know how. So yeah, Larry and I said, all right. So I went home and I remember the numbers. I wrote 17 of them, and I just remember that in about an hour. And I don't know why. I don't know what happened. Why I never wrote cards before, but just hit.
it was
the
like
first
a
one.
Savonic moment.
It was a
for
Symphonic
Jimmy.
Mass. And the first one was, I remember it, the very first card. It was September that year, and it was the house on top of the chair on top of the house. Don't forget to leave a parking space for Sam. We need an artwork.
An iconic artist, so
And-
that when you would look, you could. And Rob, after 30 years at the Post Gazette, he has a look that people are comfortable, familiar with, they've enjoyed. So getting Rob was really the key to putting this
Well,
team
also,
together.
what he did for many years was he knew how to grab these one lines, which is card writing.
Yeah,
2 lines.
yeah.
Now, I'm a storyteller. I need too many lines.
Yeah.
So, but Rob and I together, like you just said,
Yeah, yeah.
what he just said right there, he could take an idea or his, and he knew how to edit
Yeah.
the idea. So he
Yeah.
said, "All right, Jim, we take this out here." So it was such a
That's
it's
true.
like a band or something
No,
coming
it was.
together.
Yeah, it was. It was crazy. And the great thing is, you would think of things that I would never think of, like crazy stuff. And then I
And
would
then you would come back
I
with-
would take it and do something with it. But then, and Larry would add his 2 cents. And I mean, it was
It was a
really
team effort.
It was a great effort.
Everybody
and I think that
pitched in.
I think it worked out really well.
That's what made it exciting. It
Yeah.
was just, and
But-
the thing is,
You came up with the idea about everything we do, we wanted to have a philanthropic end too. So,
Right.
so you said, how about Animal Friends? You have a relationship with them for 30 years. And so we've helped Animal Friends with the cards, their logos on the back, thinkingoutsidethecage.org. And then with the Yinzer Chocolates, we also wanted to do that. So it's Spencer's Voice Fund, Tina Flowers, who we met, who was an attorney with Giant Eagle, who lost her son due to overdose in 2017 on New Year's Day. None of us can appreciate the degree of trauma and difficulty, but all of us wanted to help, and that's what she's doing in memory of her son Spencer. So your Yinzer card, go to the Animal Friends, and a portion of the proceeds also, in this case, go to Spencer's fund.
That's a great point. Like,
Yeah.
That's what we wanted to do. Something, be part of the community. We're guys. We're just Pittsburgh kids, really. But Dick Roberts, like I said, he never likes to be seen, but he's actually part. It's like I said, it is
What's
like
he
a
doing
band,
back
but Dick is like the.
He left
Oh,
us.
He's
who
like the
is
George Martin
yeah, the
producer or
George
something,
Martin,
man.
Yeah, he's the George
puts-
Martin of the Beatles. Yeah.
Yeah. So he
So
is-
can I read one?
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
yeah,
please.
go
This
for
is
it.
iconic. This is Rick Seaback, who is a great documentarian. WQED's done so many. Nebby is his latest series. He just released an interview he did with Fred Rogers back in the early 80s. Another year gone by, Yinzer part of Pittsburgh history. Soon, you might be featured on a public TV mystery. Happy birthday, Rick Seaback's Body Parts That Don't Work Anymore.
Rick's a good sport.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he laughed.
I
He loved
actually
it.
called him up and I said, because we're friends, and I said, "Hey, are you okay with this?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I said, "Do you want to see it first?" And he's like, "No." He said, "I trust you guys, but also, I don't want to see it first because I might be like, oh, change this or change that." And he said, "You guys are creative. You do it. You just do it." And I sent it to him afterwards. He said, "I love it." So that's great.
Well, and the funny thing is, Rob is, as you know, is award-winning artist and all that. And I messed you up because I lost a lot of weight. You
Oh,
always-
that's right.
He made me lose weight. I lost weight because of his drawing of me.
Yeah, the little caricatures on the back.
He had
Yeah,
the character. He had me 400
I'll hold
pounds. I
that
said,
up.
I got.
It's hard to see.
Take
You'd have
a
to-
look
You'd have to
at
zoom
those.
way into that one. I don't know, but yeah. Well,
I went right on a dive
So
from that thing.
Jimmy was so upset
Yes. I
that
stopped
Rob
eating.
captured the big Jim
I
that he lost weight.
stopped eating.
Well, I warned you guys. I said, listen, if you really want your caricatures on there, I said, I take no prisoners. I don't do caricatures at the theme park for
You don't
old
make
little
them warm
old
and
ladies.
fuzzy.
I do caricatures of politicians.
Yes.
I'm brutal,
This is not
and
warm and
so I
fuzzy.
said, are you okay with that? And they're like, sure.
Yes, and I didn't sleep for a week, and I cried in my pillow, and I
No, but
lost
you look
weight.
good.
You helped me.
Well,
Thank
this
you, guys.
chocolate should really help that.
Yeah.
now.
I'm telling you,
Now
chocolate is healthy.
You'll get back to the caricature that I originally drew.
in a
Yeah.
happy way.
Yeah.
As we said, we're at the Sarris Candy, which is, like I said, the iconic candy of the whole tri-state. Everyone knows, Sarris is the best, and it's made here in Cannonsburg, man. And we got. I got to bring on my buddy. Come on, Norm. We got to get Norm on. Norm, come on, Norm. Come on. We got to say hey. Norm
whose-
is like
whose people come from the deep roots of northern
my
Italy.
guy.
Norm Candolore.
Gave me a microphone.
Nor-
Look out.
Is he going to sing? This is, by the way, Cannonsburg, for those of you who don't know, known for the great crooners in history. Bobby Vinton, Perry Como, Norm Candolore.
the four coins too.
I didn't know the four
Pretty
coins.
cool.
were-
1957 had a top
Huh.
song. Shangri-La.
Yeah,
Shangri-La.
Shangri-La. Yeah, it's used in movies. You hear that
town
some.
up here, McDonald's, and we have a statue in town. I mean, it's all about our history.
Pretty
They
cool.
were singing about Sarris Candies,
That's it.
Shangri-La.
Norm, the coolest thing about it is, you're a great guy. But you know the knowledge you have of the history of the candy and what it's about. It's amazing what goes into making the candy, man. I didn't realize even that it was just such a recipe propriety, all that the distinction, how distinctive it is.
The thing that people have to realize is Sarris is its own brand. We are a brand, and I mean, we don't go down the street and take chocolate and melt it down and dump it in molds and say, "Oh, here, I made chocolate today."
Right.
This is from the cocoa bean up, and I mean, it's its own brand. And I'm really proud to say something here. We're the 6th largest producer of chocolate-covered solid items in the country.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Well,
we
the thing
are.
is, I
And that's competing with a lot of big players.
Right.
Okay.
And this chocolate bar has a hint of caramel.
Caramel. We
Is
do a
that
lot.
right?
We do a lot of things a little different here, and when you get Athena up here later on, she'll be able to tell you more details because I am the salesman. I go out and I take this stuff and get it on the streets and in the shelves, and you know, if it's in our warehouse, I'm in trouble. I gotta get it out of here. But she'll go into more detail. But we do a lot of unique things here with our formulas that just are unbelievable.
Well, you know, in the tour, it's amazing that the quality control is what I love. I mean, that's impressive. I mean, these are human beings, lovingly, you know, whatever, caring anyway, prideful, putting the candy in the little thing. But also, you know, if something isn't right, you'll know where it was, when it was. It's amazing the quality control is such a big operation.
We have a
it's kind of
unique
wild,
coding
man.
system that we use. We use a Julian calendar, and we have a code on the end to tell us what line that the product's made on in case, unfortunately, something doesn't go quite right. But I do want to mention something you said there about our people. It's important that people realize how important our people are to us. If you go through here on the tour, and you'll see this today when you go through here, smiles, happiness. These folks have been here a long time. I mean, we have these folks 20, 30, 40, 48 years is not an exception. We have that here.
Wow.
One gentleman, 51 years, Bobby Veras, 51 years. These folks are, I mean, this goes to tell you something about this company.
Right.
I mean, I could tell you my own personal story, which is unbelievable, but this company is really an amazing family, and the chocolate's great, the family's better.
Well, yeah, that's what I think. That's where the quality comes from, though.
Yeah. Well,
There's a certain, you know,
That guy you met right there,
caring.
Bill Sarris, you saw him, right? He don't go out of here unless it's right. He
Unless
always
it's-
tells me, my name's on the building. So
that's what I mean.
It's important.
Yeah,
It's important.
that's the thing I think about this place. You care.
Yeah, we care.
What's the reaction been to the Yinzer chocolates?
You guys are driving us crazy.
Good.
No, in all honesty, it's been unreal. We launched it, as you know. We probably weren't ready because it took off a lot faster than we expected, but that's a good problem to have.
That's good.
You know, sometimes we test the market and we get all gun-ho, we get it all ready to go, and it doesn't go quite as good as we thought. This one is just the opposite. It's nonstop. I'd say one out of every 3 telephone calls we get is about the Yinzer bar.
Really?
Online questions are, where can I get the Yinzer bar? Where's it available at? Oh, I live here. How can I get it here? It's really amazing. It's not just Pittsburgh either, by the way. You'd be surprised, like when you go out to Steubenville, Ohio,
Right.
and Youngstown, they consider themselves Pittsburghers.
Oh, yeah, they are, really. It's all part of the area.
They don't just
I think
think
so.
that this is right here in this little 10-mile
Yes.
circle. It reaches out to Mon Valley. You know, we talked about where to put this.
Yes.
Monongahela, Charleroi, Donora, these little towns, they're Pittsburgh people.
I
They
believe
might be
so.
Washington County or
Right.
maybe even Westmoreland County, but they're Pittsburgh people. So
That's a great point, Norm. So I do my stand-up in all those places too. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right,
Yeah.
man. We're all the same kind of, you know, group
And
of
we're
people.
getting calls from Pittsburgh bars. I didn't realize how many Pittsburgh bars there are in the United States. I mean, I hear stories about I went to San Diego and I
Right.
found a Pittsburgh bar. I hear that stuff.
It's incredible. Jimmy and I went to a Yinzer bar off of Piazza Navona near the Vatican in Rome.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
And Rob, you'd love this.
Yeah.
We were in there, and we were with Donnie Iris.
Oh, wow.
And
From Elwood City.
We had called ahead so that the owner, Giovanni Poggi, knew that Donnie was coming. So when we walked into the bar, he had Donnie's music blaring, and there were people from Pittsburgh walking in go, "Where are you from?" And we were outside of Florence. Here we are to see this masterpiece from Michelangelo in the marble of David. So we're in the queue, and we hear, "Donnie Harris, we're from Munhall." Remember that?
Donnie Harris was a big deal back in the day.
Pittsburgh, man.
Yeah.
He was a big deal.
So we got to get
still
some.
amazing.
We're going to send some cards and chocolates to Rome.
Okay.
Just so they have
Represent.
a little taste of Pittsburgh. But you're right. Josh Miller used to be the punter for the
absolutely,
Steelers, and he
absolutely.
was on the Fan
Yep.
for many years. He traveled around the country. He actually wrote a book called "Always a Home Game," and he went to all these Steeler bars. Almost.
There were
well,
hundreds of
you bought the book.
I bought the book.
I
there had to
couldn't
be,
believe it.
there were like 150 or more. Whatever.
Well,
It was
I'm
amazing.
just telling you, we're getting
bar.
telephone calls from people calling from places.
That's so cool.
San Diego, how do I get these Yinzer bars? I'm
Did
like,
you see the crowd the Steelers
Oh,
drew
unbelievable.
when they played Los Angeles
They really-
Chargers?
they really
Oh,
gave
yeah.
me-
It was unbelievable.
It was like a home game.
And that's what we wanted. Well, you know, that's why we're so honored to be part of Sarris with
Let
this
me add
project.
something to this real fast before I give the microphone down. We are available on Laurie's Hallmark. Currently,
Yes.
the Yinzer bars are going to be available in 10 or 15 Giant Eagles, but we're working on to expand that very quickly.
Okay.
In fact, the emails are coming in as I'm talking right now. I can feel that I can feel my PC going crazy. Like
your
we need
spidey
some help
sense.
there. Yeah, I sense it. We also are going to be in the Beatrice Hallmarks soon.
Okay.
I think there's 12 locations. I might be off 1 or 2, but there are going to be 12 additional locations throughout the Pittsburgh area. I'm working on some deals behind the scenes. I don't want to mention any names yet with some other groups that we deal with. We have a lot of contacts here. Me and this young lady over here have a lot of contacts. We've been doing this a long time, so we have a lot of contacts.
So Norm, you're saying that
we're gonna get jeans everywhere.
We're gonna so we're gonna get our double deck houseboat next year
Well,
for the yacht.
The problem for you is Yinz ain't going to get rid of us.
No.
Well, we don't want to get rid of you. We went to. I like the idea with Jim and Mr. Roberts. I don't know where he went to, but he really had a great idea. Making it one bar. Our chocolate bar is our best bar. There's no doubt about
Right.
it. Mm-hmm. Changing the label up and keeping it interesting and making it a collector's item is really going to make this keep on going. It's not just going to be a niche one time, see you later. It's something that people are going to constantly want to do because of this series of bars coming out. The 3-pack could be a home run.
I love the
I mean,
3-pack.
and you mentioned about gifting. That could be the perfect gifting item for the big corporations that want to send a thank you to their employees or their workers or
Look at that.
people.
That's
Uh,
beautiful.
the,
That's art. That's artwork.
This is probably
He's an artist.
If I'll say one thing about Sarris
Oh.
Candies, we are probably the most creative people you'll ever be around. I mean, the people here, the things they do are just unbelievable. Sometimes I hear these conversations like, how are they going to pull that one off? And we even did an impression one time of a lady for a class thesis. 141 pounds of chocolate. 141 pounds of chocolate, right? And we did the impression, and she went to Smithsonian Institute all over the country. This thing
Toured
went.
with your chocolate.
And we have, the Rooney family, fantastic. We sell them a lot of chocolates, but they're not the only ones. I mean, we even have some of our competitors, New England Patriots, New York Jets. They like our product, so
the
it goes pretty well.
It really is the great
Sophia
chocolate.
Vigor gave us a good hit a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah?
When she bought the pretzels at the local Giant Eagle. And this is the best part about it. We're on the front page of People magazine. We didn't pay $1 for this. I mean, it was like, am I right? She went out and bought a box of pretzels at one of the Giant Eagles and fell in love with them. Next thing you know, her face is on People's magazine. Here, look what I got. And it's like, wow.
That's tremendous.
It's tremendous.
That's awesome.
Well, you
It's,
mentioned the Patriots.
Yeah.
I saw after the Super Bowl last year, I forget which player, they're interviewing him after the Super Bowl, and he goes, I'm going to celebrate with some Sarris.
Yeah, the young boy, he's just starting. He's just starting right now. He
There you
scored a
go.
touchdown last week.
right.
He recovered the punt last week in the game against
But I
somebody.
didn't know you guys had a
Yeah.
footprint in Boston.
Oh, yeah, it's unbelievable. And now we don't
Well,
know
he
the
gave
Kraft
you some
family.
love for the Super Bowl.
We get a lot of love. You'd be surprised. We get a lot of love. We get a lot more love than you could ever imagine. We are really sweet people.
You're lovers.
You are. You are lovers.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
I love it.
Am I done?
You did
Okay.
great, man. Hey, Norm. Am I done?
He's got to go answer the emails, the phone
I
calls.
got candy to sell. I can't be doing this.
That's right.
Like Mark said, what do you do for a living? I can't be doing this all day long. I'm going to sell candy.
See, Mom, that's how we make money. Norm makes. Thanks,
Thank you so
Thanks,
much,
brother.
Willie.
It's
Yeah,
an
I
honor.
love
Norm.
it.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
man.
Norm.
Let's bring Athena up real quick. We're sitting right here. In Sarris.
Athena, who, by the way, several years ago, Athena was in a Pittsburgh version of kind of Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
And she was the popular choice, the winner. She could
Oh, you
really
won it.
dance.
Did you
What
win?
was it? Do you
Well-
remember the song, or was it something that?
Well, I do remember the song. It was called Blanca.
Okay.
And it was
Blanca.
Blanca, Blanca, and it was a cha-cha. So it was a fast dance. So this was for charity.
Okay.
Right. We could do a little dancing here. So this was for charity for the Watchful Shepherd. So
That's
I
right.
was the people's popular vote. So I can hold
You
I
can
can hold my
dance.
own. I can hold
You
my
can
own.
do it.
She can
Yes.
dance.
And you know what else? You got to plug your website. You can bake also and cook.
I do.
I was salivating all these different recipes you were telling me about using the Sarris chocolate.
I do.
Pretty amazing stuff.
I do. So
right?
I do a lot of baking. I do cooking as well, but I like to do baking with our chocolate. So we have something called break-up chocolate. So it's a pound of either milk chocolate or dark chocolate, and it's already scored. So that you can kind of break it off, and I mean, I've been known to kind of break it off, sit on the couch, and eat a hunk of it myself. But I do use it when I bake, and there are a lot of recipes on our website. It's called Candace's Corner, and it's all recipes that I've made personally. I won't put anything on our site that I don't love and wouldn't eat myself, and that I don't stand behind. So if you're baking for holidays, you want something special. I mean, we have s'mores bars and everything's
Oh,
made
the
with.
s'more bake. You got it. Not that hard, right? The s'more thing was unbelievable.
The s'mores bars it's called Sarris Sweetly S'mores, and it's one of my absolute favorites. And I do make it every Christmas, a couple of pans of them, and I do one with dark chocolate bars and one with milk chocolate bars. So one layer is graham cracker. I do the candy bars next, so I line them up. I don't break them up. I line a full chocolate bar up, maybe 6 or 7 of them, and then I put marshmallow on, and then I top it with the graham cracker crust again, and then bake it for about 35 minutes. And my family
really
loves
good.
them.
Unbelievable,
My family
right?
loves it. So if you check out our website if you want. It's under Candace's Corner.
That's pretty cool
Yeah.
because you create a lot of these recipes.
Create a lot of these
your
recipes,
ideas
yes,
using
and
this candy.
Using the candy, yeah. And I wouldn't put anything on there that I wouldn't eat myself. So I do some testing in my kitchen at my house. That's what we do. I have some of the girls over, and we
Can I get
have a
into
baking
testing?
day. You can get into testing.
I could be a taste tester.
Absolutely.
I'm
Give me a
good at
test.
taste testing.
We could use a taste tester for sure. Yeah,
I'm an
we
official
can-
taste tester. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And we were talking also before we started about the secret, which is I think the best milkshake.
Yes,
The best milkshake here. I love their
Yes.
milk, and I like the vanilla because I'm a purist. But you have all different flavors, but they're the best. Their ice cream is amazing.
So
too.
my husband's favorite is the black raspberry.
Okay.
The black raspberry
All
milkshake.
right.
That actually
it is,
sounds really good.
It is fantastic. Yeah,
Okay.
the black raspberry milkshake is great. But I'm a chocolate person, so I would want to do like a, chocolate fudge or
Right.
or a chocolate chip cookie dough, something like that, as a milkshake. But they're big. I mean, you've had our milkshakes.
Oh, yeah, they're solid.
They're solid. I mean, like, come hungry, right? Come
You're
hungry.
You're leaving full, yeah.
You're leaving full, and our Sundays too. I mean, our ice cream parlors is here on the premises in Canonsburg. We make all the ice cream here in house. We make all the toppings here in house. So it's really something that's special when you come down here. You're getting fresh products, and the portions are huge. The portions are huge.
This is a destination point for anyone that's.
A lot of people
come
don't know
near,
about
you
you.
gotta
Come here. I mean, they know about your candy
here
in stores, but not here.
in
To come here and see.
Canonsburg.
Yeah, and our ice cream parlor is open at 9 a.m. I mean, it's not uncommon to see people in here in the ice cream parlor, 9:30, 10,
Milkshake
10
breakfast.
a.m., milkshake breakfast. Or you know what? They make a lunch out of it, too.
It's
They'll
huge.
come
This
here
place
and
is
they'll have a
huge.
Sunday for lunch. And,
Huh.
yeah, we take up
All
about
right.
a city block.
We're getting a milkshake breakfast after this, right?
I think
Got
you
to,
should get a
right? We
milkshake
have to.
breakfast,
I
absolutely.
cannot leave without a milkshake.
No, we can make that happen for you.
It's-
And some chocolate, too.
Oh,
gotta-
you know
gotta
I'm
try
hooked
some
on the chocolate. I'm
Yes.
hooked on your
You have
chocolate.
to try
Abs-
some chocolate.
And I am a purist. I like the bar. I like just pure
You like
chocolate.
you like plain chocolate.
I do because the judge the taste, and it is the most incredible tasting chocolate. It's not over sweet. It's got a nice creamy, buttery almost taste
That
to it.
goes to, we only use the highest quality products, and we have our special cocoa bean. It's not like anything else out there on the market. So it's something
that's a key?
That's a key. It's a high quality. You have to start with the cocoa bean. It's a high quality product, and then we only use fresh whole milk, real sugar, things that are just it's the highest
Right,
quality
the real
stuff.
deal.
So
Growed
it's
on the
real-
island.
It's the real deal.
Neville Island.
Neville Island,
Neville Island,
tropical. Is it a recipe from like a great grandmother? Someone that they need? Did it come from someone in
You
the
know,
family?
My grandfather. So the story is
Okay.
my grandfather was a forklift operator,
Okay.
and he decided he wanted to make chocolate.
Huh.
So he bought a book. He bought a book and he read about making chocolate, and he would make mistakes. He didn't know sugar could burn. So he would bury the chocolate that he didn't like or the burnt sugar in his backyard because he didn't even want the garbage man to know that he was making
Wow.
mistakes. So he and my grandmother, they opened up a little shop once he got it right, and thank
Yeah.
goodness he did. He quit his forklift operator
That's so
job
cool.
and decided to become a chocolatier. So
Huh.
the store that he opened up is right here in Canonsburg. We've just expanded. We've gone through 9 expansions.
Really?
We've gone
So
through 9
he
expansions.
opens up on this recipe
Yes.
that he gets from. Did he? Whatever, like a scientist goes in and does it, and he comes up with this thing. And did it take? Do you remember hearing? Did it take off? Like boom, like real
What
quick,
happened-
or did it take
What
time?
happened was that he was making chocolates at night. So he was driving the forklift in the day, making chocolates at night, and he couldn't keep up anymore
demand.
with the demand. So the supply wasn't keeping up with the demand. So he had to make a decision.
Wow.
And thank goodness that he made the decision
Isn't that-
to make chocolate
or we wouldn't-
full time.
we wouldn't be here.
He sold. He used his car as collateral and got a $900 loan. from the bank.
Wow.
And opened up, it was a $900 loan, and he opened up the store here in Canonsburg, and then he lived on top to save costs. He and my grandmother lived on top of the store in an apartment.
built this
small
thing.
apartment.
It's a
So he
great
really,
American success story. With
I mean,
the-
he's the son of Greek immigrants.
Greek fit, yes. Wonderful Greek community in this region.
And
Really
been
is.
so
Absolutely.
supportive
And
too. Yes.
Your grandfather, who I had met, and is just a wonderful human being, and they always
Yes.
gave back to the community. So
That was really important to them, is giving back to the community that supported them so much. And even today, we are so happy to be part of Pittsburgh and so happy to be part of the Canonsburg community. And they have just been so supportive and so good to my family over the years. And we're really appreciative.
But he and your grandmother, they laid the foundation, the blueprint of how to
They did.
do this.
They did.
To do, hey,
And
we're
I
going to
want
do
you to
quality,
know,
and it's for the people.
Athena, that Jim sold his car for $900 to get Yinzer Cards started.
Yes.
Yes.
Can I?
Yes.
That's our new story, right, Rob?
Yeah, that's our new story.
Yeah, and Rob and I
We
lived
just
above
decided
And you
the
did you
garage.
live above a garage?
They
Yeah, we
lived
did.
above his
We
art
did.
studio.
Is it-
We lived-
the art
Dick's,
studio, yeah.
office.
Yeah, Dick Roberts' office. We lived in Dick Roberts' office. Yeah, we were in the office for about a year.
And then this took off.
We have no
Yes.
good story. We have no good story like that.
Well,
It's a great story.
We do.
It is
in
a great
way.
story.
Great
I
story.
love that.
Just the
I
way it all
admire.
came together.
I admire that spirit of your grandma. Think about this, guys. I mean, you're all in. That's
You're
everything.
All in. That's everything. You are all in, and it's like a do or die here. I mean, it's
Yeah.
You've got to make it. You have no choice.
And it's chocolate, man. He's
And
gambling.
you went through this
You know.
fire, and you survived
did.
all
Oh, that
that.
happened, too.
and,
we did. That was in 2012.
Right.
And so many people wanted to make sure you survived that.
They did, and we realized at that point that the store might say Sarris on it, and it might be ours, but it really belongs to the community. I mean, people were willing to come with brooms and dustpans, and they just wanted to help in any way possible to get us up and running as soon as we possibly could. So
It's a
yeah,
little
it was-
self-serving. They wanted chocolate.
They wanted
again.
the chocolate.
Yeah, I missed the
But,
chocolate.
right, they missed the chocolate. They wanted to make sure that we were going to be open and the same that we were before, as in like having the same. We thought about changing things around. Like, well, if there's a time to change it,
Right.
That would have been the
Right.
time because it was destroyed. They wanted that castle back the
Huh.
way that it was, so they are used to coming here with their families, family tradition.
Right.
You know, grandparents coming with their grandkids. Kids coming because their parents brought them here, and they're coming with their young kids. They wanted to make sure that they were going to have that same experience that they remember. But
Yeah.
it was a devastating fire.
It was.
What a recovery. And it's funny. The thing that impresses me, besides everyone here, is Bill. He's so humble and just like regular. He's
humble.
like a guy I'd have a beer with at
He
the
is.
bar and just
He'd-
hang out
he'd
and
have a
talk
vodka.
Steelers.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a vodka.
He'd have a
Good man.
vodka.
He's a
You could-
passionate
I love
sports
I love how
fan.
humble
Yes,
he is.
he
and
is.
Just a
He's-
good
yeah,
person,
Community
good
guy.
soul.
He is. He's fantastic and
That's-
such a visionary. He's such a visionary and a leader
you
in
need.
his industry.
That's
Really
why we're so.
fantastic.
That's why we're so honored to be with you guys. Not only your iconic brand and everything, but then actually have that kind of person
They
to
adopt
help
us.
to adopt us and have us.
Well,
to
now you
launch
can't
this.
get rid of us. Once we've adopted you,
We're in.
both ways.
Okay.
you know what? We're stuck.
I'm the-
Yinzer stuck with us.
Yinzer's. all right,
Yes.
I'm a taste tester now.
Well, we're
Yes.
really proud to be part of, with your Sarris label on that 3-pack gift pack. It's awesome. I mean, that screams volumes. They know the chocolate's going to be great, and they know the artwork and humor is something that they get a kick out of, and it makes a great combination.
Nice.
And that's what's
yeah.
great about Pittsburgh too, is they're getting that joke there. They're getting that.
Right.
They think that I mean, they have such a sense of humor.
Yes.
So this is something it's a home run.
And we wanted it to be inside and only us. And that's what Sarris is. Sarris Pittsburgh's thing. That's
Yes.
ours. Sarris is ours, right?
It
And
had
that's
to
we
be
want.
you.
So that was a perfect marriage for us.
It had to be you.
Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank
I
you.
can't wait to taste some of those baked goods.
How do you
man. I'm
say
excited.
thank you in Greek?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot.
I say-
Parakaron.
Parakaron.
Yes.
Did
All
I
I
do
know
it right?
is all I
Parakaron?
know from my Greek friends is opa.
Opa.
I know ouzo.
Opa with a shot of ouzo.
Ouzo.
With a shot of
Ouzo. I got
You
ouzo.
can't say opa unless you have a shot of ouzo.
Really?
Right.
And
That's-
some
that's
chocolate.
the rule. And some chocolate.
Yeah.
That's the rule.
I can't. I want to go to. I can't wait to visit Greece. I want to visit Greece.
Greece is fantastic.
I know.
We're
I've
gonna
got
re-
friends
we're
of mine
gonna
showing me.
unleash Jimmy Krenn on Greece.
Let's do it.
Better call ahead.
We're gonna do
We'll
it.
call ahead for
We're gonna
that.
do a trip to Greece.
All All right.
Can
All
I
right.
come?
Yes.
Are we,
Went
are we
to
all,
Italy.
are we all
We'll
invited?
go.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're
Okay,
going to
then
organize a
I'm in.
Yinzer Chocolate Bar trip to Greece.
The Yinzer trip.
We
to
can do a
Greece.
Yinzer
Yeah.
trip to Greece
And that.
with the Yinzer card.
Yeah.
The
Like
Yinzer
it.
card,
The
right?
Yinzer card.
And someone else can.
Don't leave
We're not
home
going to be
without
going
it.
on our Yinzer yacht. Though,
No,
are
we can't do the
no,
yacht. No
that's-
cruise.
No,
No, that could be
no
a Yinzer
cruising.
cruise.
No, but
That
the
might
thing,
be
I
fun.
got to show you the video of Jimmy and I in a gondola in Venice.
I would love to see that video.
Very funny.
I proposed. Larry said yes in the gondola.
Fantastic.
We've been married 3 years now.
Very happy, right?
Yeah, very happy. that
Now
was
we have
that was cool.
chocolate
We,
cards.
you know what? We're doing it. We got to do Greece. I can't wait.
We're going.
Group of Pittsburgh.
Gonna
Yeah,
make
we'll
that happen.
get everybody out there. You got to go with us, right?
And the cameras have to follow,
The
right?
cameras say, yeah,
We'll make a show out of it.
A
absolutely.
reality show.
Dana?
A reality show.
And Rob, you can illustrate all along
There you
the
go.
way.
I could.
We'll pay
you
you
know,
extra.
I'm amazed how you do that, man. It's like it looks like he's doodling or something, and all of a sudden he comes up with this.
That's a
So
talent.
creative.
You
so
know?
creative.
He's got a
just-
talent,
Yes,
yeah.
he's
This
got
guy.
a talent. Mhm.
I've been doing it for a while, so yeah. It
You
does-
got a gift.
Kind of, yeah. Well, same way when you're sitting there and you come up with a joke, immediately. I mean, that's the same thing.
Rob is, and Larry too. I'm lucky to have the most loyal friends in the world. Rob always had my back too, and so did you, Larry. And I needed it, but these guys always came through. So I'm so excited to be in business, doing this business with these guys. So we're like a family too. So that's why we're so happy to be part of this family here at
Thank
Dana.
you.
So
Thank you.
we
And
appreciate
same
it.
with us.
We're your
Thank you.
new 3 strange adopted brothers.
I
Yep.
love it. I've never had a brother. I have a sister, so I'll take 3.
There you
right?
go, there
It
you go.
come as a package deal, right?
Yes,
right,
just
right.
like the
Just like these,
package
yeah.
of
Just like
Yinzers.
just like the bars.
And I'm
Yinzer Chocolate by
I'm the
Sarris.
weird one. Every family has the weird one. I could be the weird. Yeah, and the weird one, Jimmy. Yeah, we know him. All right. Hey, so we're at come to Sarris. You got to come out just to try the chocolate, of course. Buy your chocolate, and buy your bars at all the locations. Right. We're gonna go get breakfast shakes. You think,
Sounds
guys?
good.
Yep.
All right, we're
all
in.
right. Thank you. Thanks for taking us on the tour.
I'm happy to. Yeah, thank you so much for coming. I'm
Appreciate
happy
it.
to show you everything.
Yeah.
We need to wear the hairnets.
Oh,
What?
Yes. The net.
We have
Bring your
to-
nets
me?
on.
Even
We have to wear-
Norman and I had them.
No, you have to wear a chin net.
Chin net. Yeah,
actually,
there you go.
actually, you do.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah, it's
fine.
real.
You
That's
do.
fine.
You
Yeah.
need both.
I can't
So
wait to see
I
this.
can't wait. This is going to be good.
It's going to
yeah.
be fantastic.
So look.
Okay, let's go.
All right, we gotta get our nets on here. Get our beard nets on.
I'm good.
Because you know what? I
think I'm good.
Don't want any germs or little hairs. This is a look. This is my new look. I'm gonna wear this everywhere. Let's go to lunch with this.
Jimmy on the south side like
Let's
this.
just walk around everywhere. It's all week long. It's been my new thing. Wear it on stage. Walking
Let's
the
see how
giant
Rob
eagle.
does. I didn't know there was
Rob
such a
with
thing
beard.
as a beard net.
Look at that. Oh,
How's that? Does that
whoa,
work?
Rob.
Good.
The
You're
whole
good.
face. He does the whole
Nobody
face.
will recognize me. I'll be like a burglar in the bank.
Yes,
You know?
even the
Steal
eyebrows.
I can steal
You
chocolate.
can steal
There you go,
chocolate,
yeah.
Okay, let's.
So we have a special pretzel that's just ours.
It smells so good, by the way. You can smell the pretzel.
You can smell the pretzels, you can smell the chocolate.
Yeah.
We roast all our nuts here too, so you're smelling fresh roasted nuts.
I'm telling you, this is incredible.
So this is where it starts here. We start with whole pretzels,
Okay.
and they're put on the belt by hand. Again, fantastic employees, right? Done by hand here. They're set up in a line, and then they get 2 coats of chocolate right here. So that's our enrober.
Okay.
So our enrober then covers the pretzels in chocolate, and they get a bottom on them as well. It's the bottom of there. Anything that doesn't stick to the pretzel is going to go through the grates and going to be cycled through and then reused. So there's no waste.
Is that your biggest seller?
Pretzels are our number
Pretzels
one seller.
are. Chocolate pretzels
Pretzels
are.
are number one seller
Are they
along with
really?
our peanut butter meltaways. Yes. Pretzels are a fantastic seller for us. It's something about that salt and sweet. And they're like
Yeah, like-
potato chips. You can't just stop at
No.
one. I mean, who eats one pretzel?
Right.
You can't just eat one
And it
pretzel.
feels healthy.
Stop.
So I have one question. Where are the Oompa Loompas?
They're right over there. So let's head down to the end here, and then you can see the final product.
Oh my God.
Pretty good, right?
I gotta try it. Oh, great.
Orange cream.
gets put in a pair of two. And what I have to do is I have to connect them and make sure that they're even. And we call this forking the nuts, and normally we use a fork, but I prefer this because it's like holding an eyeshadow brush. So basically when they fall apart, they split apart, it's my job to push every single one back together as they go down the line and get a double coat of chocolate.
It's amazing. This is where the Yinzer bars are. They're made right here. Larry makes the Yinzer bar. Jimmy wants it. Jimmy Walker. Thank you very much. Look, I still look Laura's cream.
While you're there, I want to take a video for my social media, a short little video. Okay.
Absolutely. Blair,
Jim
This is my
Krenn,
new look.
unlike you've ever seen him before,
My new look, huh? How about
he has
this?
to wear a hair and beard net.
It's a
And
rule.
so did, look at the great Rob Rogers. You talk about an artist.
I got no hair, but I got to wear it anyway. It's just, it's the rules. You know?
And there's Norm.
I can tell you my story.
Norm, how long you been with Sarris
Since
Candies?
1982, my family's been associated with Sarris Candies.
That's tremendous. And the granddaughter of the late great Frank Sarris, and of course her dad Bill, still here doing what they do.
Yes.
Dina, thank you for the tour.
Thank you.
And most important, thank you and the family for allowing us to have the Yinzer Chocolates, which are selling like Sarris Candies.
Sarris Candies? Thank you. It's an honor for us.
And we appreciate it. And we also want to recognize Spencer's Voice Fund.
Yes.
And we're helping the community in that way, and we appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
It's been great. Look at all this.
Hey, Larry.
Thank you guys. Seriously,
Thank
Larry,
you.
thank you.
I wonder if when this is over, that they don't even have to wear this. Is a practical joke. They don't have to wear this. They just didn't make us wear it. Wow.
You're actually not allowed to take it off for 24 hours.
Really? Okay. I'll sleep in it. I'll sleep in it.
Go to yinzercards.com.
So excited. Thanks, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Jim Krenn, no restrictions.